All right, so we're good to go. So happy November 3rd. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that there's only two months left in 2019. Holy crap. My name's Carly. If you guys don't know me, I'm the CEO and founder of TRTR. I've been coaching for about 3.5 years. It'll be officially 4 years, end of February, beginning of March. And I freaking love coming together and hosting these team calls. We do them every other Sunday. And I just try to bring content to you guys that's really just stuff that is helpful for you guys and that you guys can put into action and help you guys grow your business. So today I'm just going to talk about some things that really helped me the last 2 months ish of the years that I've been a coach. And I talked about, how long I've been a coach because I think that's important. This is my would this be my 4th season going into the holidays as a coach. And I know with like the overwhelm of like parties and traveling and balancing everything else that's on our plate in such a busy time, I thought that I could give you guys just some tips and some solid things that you could really utilize. I was actually going back on my Instagram to last October because last October was very different than this October. Last October, Kev quit his job. We bought a house on October 10th. We went to Vegas for leadership for 5 days, and then we spent a week and a half in Michigan, all in October. And the crazy thing is, you guys, last October was the highest Success Club numbers that I had ever hit, ever in my entire coaching career. So I think that really goes to speak on the fact that like, even if you're busy and even if you have a ton of stuff on your plate, like I did last October, like you can still be efficient and freaking rock this business. Like, I don't know how I did that last October. I didn't even come close to the successful numbers I hit last October. But I think, when you really have that crunch time of like, these are going to be my business hours. This is the stuff that I'm going to focus on. And I'm really just going to dive into income producing activities. You can crush this business in an hour a day. You can crush this business in 30 minutes a day if you're a newish coach. And I think that most helpful thing for you to be able to crush this business is focusing on these basics. So I'm just going to go through these 6 things that have really helped me these last couple months of the year. So the first thing that I want to talk about, number 1, is please rock your own fitness journey in these months, you guys. Rock your fitness journey. Lead from the front. We are health and fitness coaches. Okay. So what you do in October and January better be health and fitness related. Now, I talked about the fact that I ate pizza and drank beer this weekend. I'm not asking you guys to be perfect, but you need to lead from the front and be health and fitness coaches and commit to a program. I know a ton of you guys are finishing up MM100. Have a plan after you finish MM100. I know Leanna just finished like 3 days ago. She has a prep calendar that she's doing with some clients, and then she's diving into the work on a certain date, and she already has that date like mapped out for November. So make sure that you have a plan of what you're doing. You don't have to do the work if you think that's too intense for you. You don't have to do any program that I tell you. Just figure out what you're going to do and have a plan and get excited about it and prove to people that these months are not an excuse for you to not show up for your fitness, right? Some things that you can do is make sure that you're sharing progress photos weekly. Kev and I have been committed to the work now for, this will be our 6th week, and we've been sharing progress photos every week, maybe every other week, and we're giving specific dates on like how our body is transforming, and we're doing the freaking work. Like my body is transforming. Like my transformation photos are insane. So make sure you have a plan and you're sharing that progress of your plan weekly or bi-weekly. I think another thing that's really cool that I implemented is featuring clients. Obviously, it's super cool if we have our own results, but we preach about the fact that we want people to join our challenge groups. If we're not spotlighting our challengers and how amazing they're doing in these groups and the transformations that they're getting, people aren't going to believe you that you're helping people, right? So making sure that you have like, maybe it's a Feature Friday or a Transformation Tuesday where you're showcasing and elevating the people who are in your groups that you're helping transform their lives. Now, not everyone is going to let you use their before and after pictures. So maybe you take a little snippet of like some positive words that they said in an email to you or in a text message to you or in a message to you. I've seen Vic share like every other day now, like text messages from clients, and she blurs out their name, but she just circles the words of what they're saying to her and how amazing they're feeling, or the fact that, a girl got in her workout after a 12-hour nursing shift. Do things that obviously prove that what you're doing is working, but it's also working for your clients that you're working with, right? You need to have proof that what you're doing is real. So that Feature Friday or Client Spotlight could be really helpful for you. And then I think the other thing and the most important part of really rocking your own fitness journey, especially now in the beginning of November, is you're planting seeds, guys. I looked back and I recruited 3 out of my 4 new diamonds in 2019 in the months of October and November. I think it was like Jenny, Amanda, Tegan, Like they all came from the fall, right? They came and they committed in a time that was busy. And those are the people who are really, I think, going to help you like blow your business out of the water and want to become successful coaches, because they're choosing to dive in, not in the easiest months of the year, right? Not in the freaking like June when you're like trying to get your bikini body. Like they jumped in a time that was busy. So if you can get people to commit right now, like those are going to be good coaches. And you're planting seeds for January, right? The follow-ups that you do now, the clients that you're helping now are going to be people either that are going to either join you now and jump in, or maybe the people that you're reaching out to right now, they're going to be people who are going to end up joining you in January. You're planting seeds through your own fitness journey and what you're doing and the results that you're getting, the commitments that you're making, so that when all those people in January after Christmas comes, they're like, oh my gosh, I need a lifestyle change. You want to make sure that they think of you. So you owning your journey now and getting results now and staying consistent now is proof that like when January comes and everyone wants to make those stupid New Year's resolutions that I don't believe in, they're going to think of you. They're going to be like, well, I've seen this girl the last literally 60 days freaking crush a fitness journey in the busiest months of the year. So that could be such prominent and like easy proof for you guys to just like, show them that like you're here, you're going to stay here, you're consistent, and if you can do it, they can do it too. You really want to be the ones that they think of. Let's see. The other thing, and I was just talking about this on our Diamond chat, is I've been following up like crazy to literally everybody in my pipeline from the last couple years that I've been a coach. They've been kind of like broader follow-ups, just like, how is your fitness journey? Have you found something that's working for you? I'm starting a new group on this date. And even if these people, again, don't commit in November or don't commit in December, guess what? You took the time to reach out to them now. So come January or come the end of December where they're like, shit, I got to get my stuff in a row. Like they're going to be like, okay, like she reached out to me. She planted that seed. I'm going to reach out to her and see what she has to offer. So I think those are super helpful tips, specifically fitness wise, and just helping your clients either get started now or planting those seeds for clients come January, when everyone obviously wants to create a healthy lifestyle change. I think the second thing is building relationships based on value. So I want you guys to get really specific on like the value that you can provide as a coach. So like if you're a mom, maybe talking about like different hacks that are like specific to you and like the lifestyle that you live. I've been doing value-based like adding value onto my Instagram by sharing little like fashion tips, because that's something that I'm really passionate about. It doesn't really have anything to do with fitness, but again, it attracts a certain market that's super similar to me and like individuals that are similar to me. And again, it just provides value for them and again, creates that connection, that relationship. I think a lot of times we're like, oh, we're coaches, I'm gonna talk about fitness and like my results and just that stuff. But I think you need to talk about that stuff and then talk about other stuff that brings you joy and also like provides value for your clients. So outside of maybe, my fashion tips with my videos on like me changing outfits, maybe you could do like a hair tutorial. If you're really good at doing hair, doing braids, do like a fast forwarded like hair tutorial of you doing your braids. Maybe you have a really cool way that you like do hair for your workouts that keeps it out of your face. Do a tutorial on how you do your hair and how it stays out of your face before you crush a workout, and share that video either on your Instagram stories or on a post. Maybe you love like do it yourself like crafts or stuff, especially for like around Christmas time, or like a way to like decorate your house, or like an inexpensive way to like create, an at home like Christmas decor, Thanksgiving decor. Share that, right? Go live on your Instagram, go live on your, share it in your Instagram stories, or maybe share it as like a compilation of like a post. But building relationships based on value will really help you attract people who are more like you, right? I had so many people come to me who would talk about like, oh my gosh, like I was a merchandising major too. I'm so into fashion too. I used to work at Nordstrom too. When I started talking about the fact that I majored in merchandising, doesn't have anything to do with fitness, right? But it's so my person, because they're creative, that like, yeah, building those relationships, I think is just so key. Let's see. Another one that I've been kind of playing around with, and I think I'm going to do this one kind of more like curiosity marketing wise, is I'm just going to put together a list of recipes that are plant-based that I love to use during the holiday season. And I think I'm just going to put them in like a list or maybe like on Canva or something. And I'm going to talk on my stories about how my clients for November are going to get these plant-based recipes in our November fitness group. So I'm not just going to hand it out to everybody, but I'm going to say that there's this really specific thing that I'm going to share for my clients that get started with me in November. And it's going to be these plant-based recipes. Now, these are plant-based recipes that I already have on Pinterest. It's going to take me 5 minutes to create the graphic, right? Because I'm just going to link the recipe and I'm going to put a little picture and I'm going to give it to my group. But telling them, again, yeah, like that FOMO, like how they were saying. So just things that you can share that are value-based, especially specific to the season. Some other things, I actually made a whole list. Other things of like posting with value. So hair tutorials, yes, if you're really good at makeup or you're really into good at doing like a smoky eye or something, do a tutorial on how to do a smoky eye. Like I know Angie knows how to do a smoky eye and she's done it on me before and I have no idea how. So her doing a tutorial on that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be so smart. Let's see, home decor, I talked about that. Something that I posted about a couple weeks ago was like a Starbucks hack. So like a Starbucks drink, like a pumpkin spice drink that was like less full of sugar. So talking about different like coffee hacks that like, and again, asking them, telling them like, save this post for later so that when you're in the Starbucks line, you'll know how to order this. That also ups your affinity on your post in general. So asking them to like save it or asking them to like comment if this was helpful or not, or screenshot it or something really helps your affinity go up on Instagram as well. I shared some wedding tips. I did actually a whole IGTV. It was like 10-minute different segments of videos on like literally 30 different wedding tips that really helped me when I was planning my wedding. And then hindsight looking back, I'm like, okay, I wish I would have done this. And I shared it on my IGTV, recorded these videos. And those were things that I got messages from people like, thank you so much for sharing those tips. So think of something that you can share tips about that's related to your life. Maybe you're really into sports or tailgates and you have like cool, like, you know, clean eating, like tailgate recipes. Again, it's specific to the season and it's also adding so much value. Maybe you have a kid who does sports. You know, do you head to their sports games on the weekends? Are there snacks that you grab and you throw in your purse that really help you stay on track instead of grabbing that, you know, hot dog at the stadium or whatever? Other things that I've been talking about, relationships, I think is a really cool one. Instead of just like, here's me and my husband, like out at pumpkin patch, like talk about your significant other, talk about how you met, how you work through struggles that you've been going through. Ask them, your followers, about their relationships, right? So in turn, it's not always about you, it's about them, right? And relating to them with like what you're going through. Another idea is travel tips. So things to bring on an airplane. You know, I always screenshot or share like that I have my Shakeology packet with me when I sit on an airplane. Just other things, again, that are season related. I think a lot of people are probably traveling right now, so that can be really helpful for you guys. But again, just value-based stuff that you can just serve people with, right? The more you can serve people, the more that you can instill that trust that you really are here to help people. Like that's what's going to be like, damn, I want to work with that girl. Like she helped me through this, or she shared this with me and that like changed my life or helped me on this day. Which kind of brings me to my third tip. So we have rock your fitness, build relationships based on value that is obviously relatable to you. And then number 3 is the problem solution invitation. So if you watched the National Wake Up Call last week, you should be very aware of what the problem solution invitation is and what kind of Karl dissected. But I just want to talk about this again and really how simple it can be. Again, not just talking about your 30-minute workouts, you guys, and how amazing they are, but talking about how, when I used to try to go to yoga every single day, it was 15 minutes of driving there and then 15 minutes of driving back. And I realized that I spent an hour working out there and it was a 2-hour, endeavor, when now I literally get up and I don't press the snooze 4 times and I'm done with my workout in 30 to 40 minutes. I just shared about this on my Instagram today, talking about like the problem of like time restraints, especially in this season, you guys, like bump up the fact that like these workouts can be done from home in 30 minutes, right? So really diving into what problems are people struggling with this type of the season. You could talk about peppermint mocha Shakeology, right? What are people struggling with? The sweets, the cravings, the sugar, whatever. What is the solution that you can provide? And then inviting them to join you with that invitation. They can be so simple, but really diving into the things that are specific to what you're struggling with, or what really, these programs or this nutrition plan or Shakeology, the supplements have really done for you, and how they've provided a solution to specifically something in your circle of influence that you were specifically struggling with. So really thinking back to problem, solution, invitation. Another example of that I wrote down is like, I think Karl talks about this. It was either at leadership or on the National Wake Up Call, but he was like, I was standing in line at Starbucks with a friend and they ordered this pumpkin spice latte and it was $5. And then I realized that like, I drink this like super dense shake that's also pumpkin spice flavored for $4. And like, he didn't say like, Shakeology, I love it so much, daily dose of dense nutrition. Like he talked about this story about how he was standing in the line at Starbucks and like he unveiled again this story which created this connection. So I think that's really helpful. Again, relating back to the season as well. Let's see, number 4, this one is kind of I think it was talked about actually at Super Saturday. But again, providing value, again, kind of like the value thing, but creating a chat message via Instagram that, okay, I think actually Jordan might have talked to me about this or somebody, but so if you watch the video from Super Saturday, Ruth Schauner was talking about like the 3-day refresh and how you can, provide like a 3-day cleanse or something maybe after Thanksgiving, or maybe after Christmas and plan it out then. But another thing that I was thinking is like kind of like a refresh or like a cleanse based thing, is like a chat message via Instagram, and you can just ask people, hey, who wants to go 5 days without drinking alcohol with me? And they literally just click on the join chat like icon. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but I can show you on here. If you swipe up on your Instagram, let's see if I can get this focus on mine. I don't know, if you swipe up on your Instagram, if you take a picture and then you swipe up, there's this little join chat. It's like a little bubble and then it says chat, and you can just click on it. And then if anybody clicks on this in your stories, they'll automatically be funneled into a message thread with you. I think I saw Leanna's doing one that's like 5 days of like plant-based or something. So again, it's another way to add value, a really easy free group basically to run, because we just hold each other accountable for 5 days. I did this last week with my mom and like 20 other girls, and it was amazing. So again, how can you add that value, or provide like guys kind of like little things throughout the month that can serve people? Another thing, and this one's more specific, is if you're planning ahead to December, something that I've done every single year that's amazing is a 21 days of giveaways group, or like a 21-day healthy for the holidays group. And I'm going to show you guys what this looks like, and I can share this setup as well. Or I can share this layout. Yeah, so we called it Healthy for the Holidays. I literally reuse this graphic every single time, and I lay out like the dates here of like when everyone's gonna post. And then we literally do like a prep week, and then every single day, one person is in charge of a giveaway. So on the day one check-in, let's see, they'll receive a Starbucks gift card. So again, it's kind of going back to like those daily check-ins. I know a lot of us do like the overall like big like weekly check-ins, but I think for December, I'm gonna ask if my group that I'm co-hosting with some coaches wants to kind of transition and turn the group into a 21 days of giveaways group. And it's such a fun way to market your group, especially in December when people like aren't probably really thinking about diving into a fitness routine. You can talk about the fact that there's gonna be 21 different giveaways, and then you divide it by, if you work with like 7, 8, or 9 people, you're all in charge of maybe like 2 days tops. And then the group is so fun because you all bring in people together. These are some of the funnest groups that I run. And then each day you just have different giveaways, and then the next day someone will go live and talk about what they're giving away. And these are super simple things. Like this was like $5 gift card. Maybe this one was, I think I gave away like a PD book one time. And the graphics, I just feel like they're like so Christmassy and fun too. Let's see. Winner will receive a new blender bottle, like so many different ideas, and you guys can just like all come together. So planning something like that now is super, super key. So not waiting until December and then you're like, oh crap, like what group am I going to run? Like getting people excited for that, like now is key, and being so much more proactive. I think will really help you. But that 21 days of giveaways group, I do that every single December, and it's really, really fun. And just make sure that you pair up with people, create, a group of not just one other person, because what if she falls out or quits on you, right? Like make sure you're having like 5, 6, 7 people in the group with you so you can all host it together. I think that's something that's really fun, especially for the season. Let's see. So the last thing that I want to talk about, and this is actually something that I talked about on my presentation at Super Saturday, is the coach onboarding system. So again, this is a crazy time of year, you guys. Like, I don't know if you run like really in-depth like coach mentorships or like what you do onboarding your new coaches, but I want to talk to you guys about something that's really easy that I've been implementing that gets my coaches into action and focusing on the basics to help them see a quick success, right? So this coach onboarding system is actually something that was just launched through corporate. It's totally different than what the onboarding system looked like when you guys probably became coaches. So this is something new and different. So I wanted to show you kind of visually so you guys could go and see it and maybe check out the videos for yourself. But a question that people, well, I'll show it to you first. So this is your coach online office. This is my sister's account, but you'll go to training and you'll just go to this get started tab. And there's 5 videos in here. It's gonna be slow because I'm sharing my screen. Oh, okay. Give me a sec. So again, it was training, and it was this getting started tab. and it's literally just going to bring you to these 5 videos. So coach office overview, setting up your business, starting your first group, intro to Success Club system, and a little video on Shakeology. This is what I'm sending all of my new coaches moving forward. Now, this is completely different than what we used to have for the new coach onboarding system. It used to be like the start 30 or get started right in 30 minutes and then 30 days or whatever. All of these videos, I think altogether maybe add up to maybe 30 minutes worth of content. So it's not a lot of content, so don't freak out, but it really helps your new coaches focus on the basic things. And I think especially in a season where life is crazy, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to be like pouring your heart and soul into these random new coach mentorships and teaching them all of these things that maybe they probably don't need to know, because 3.5 years later, guys, like people don't need to know a lot. People need to be excited about their fitness journey and want to share it with friends. Period. Like that's all we do as coaches. Like that's literally it. So if you're getting all like hyped up about like your new coach onboarding system, like I did 3.5 years ago, please take permission to just kind of try this out, especially these next couple months, and give them the permission to just be like, okay, this is my new onboarding system, head into these things. And this is how you're going to get started. So I'm actually going to copy and paste literally what I say. This is my new coach onboarding system. And this is what I tell my new coaches inside the email. So I just say, ready to jump into coaching. I tell them to log into their Coach Line office. I'm reading this from the chat if you guys want to look in the chat. But again, it's click on coach office. Once you're in the office, you'll click on training. Then you'll click on the getting started right tab, and you'll work your way through the 5 videos in the folder. Once you're done, message me and we can set up a one-on-one call. Okay. So you're asking them to meet you halfway, because you don't want to get on a call with somebody who like doesn't even know what a challenge pack is. Like I'm not getting on a call with somebody who doesn't know what a challenge pack is. Like that's a waste of my time and it's a waste of your time. Right. So making sure that they're educating themselves and moving themselves halfway kind of up so that you can meet them that halfway. They're equipped with the simple knowledge of the things that are like really easy to learn. And the coolest part about this training, you guys, and this is what I was like preaching at Super Saturday, is it requires new coaches to take action. It teaches them how to use the My Challenge Tracker app, which especially for new coaches, like opening up a brand new Facebook group, unless you guys like all host your groups together, like that can be intimidating and really scary, right? So opening up My Challenge Tracker app, teaching them that like all they need to do is invite 2 friends in there and boom, the challenge group is literally already made for them inside the app. It tells them about the importance of Success Starter and Success Club and getting your first couple people signed up. And it really teaches them that your first couple people that you guys should sign up is your friends and family, right? Like this is health and fitness. If you sign up as a coach and your first initial reaction is to go invite a random stranger who's following you on Instagram, like they're probably going to say no, because they haven't seen you share your journey. They haven't seen you be open with your story. Maybe if you have, that's amazing. But really focusing on them getting their first couple wins, and their first couple wins should be from those people who already know, like, and trust them. And that's, friends or family or people who already know about their journey. So I just think that this new coach onboarding system is absolutely gold. And maybe just, again, these next couple months, because I know how it gets, right? All of a sudden it's like December 31st and you're like, where the hell did the months go? Like try simplifying your business, give yourself permission to keep it simple, to work with other people and just focus on the things that are going to produce you income, and just see how it goes for you. Let this be a couple months of trial and error of just really stripping it down and making it simple. So, again, going back, rock your own fitness journey, okay? Number 1, remembering that, right now you're planting those seeds, you're building that trust for people in January, and you committing and making it freaking happen in these couple months is going to be the catalyst for them to turn around and be like, okay, I want to work with her. I just saw her freaking crush it during the busiest time of the year. Number 2, build relationships based on value, and value that is related to you. What are you passionate about? What can you share on your Instagram that's outside of the normal Beachbody stuff where it's like week 1, day 2, just drank my shake? Like what can you share that's totally different that you haven't seen on Instagram before, that's really, something that you love? Number 3, the problem solution invitation. Talk about the problems that people are probably experiencing in this season, right? Time constraints, crazy different parties that they're going to, and indulgences and all these things. Number 4, utilizing the chat message via Insta to run a super simple free group, or maybe hosting a 3-day refresh for your team after Thanksgiving or after Christmas. Mini just kind of fun groups like that don't obviously take a lot of work. Number 5, the 21 days of giving group, or healthy for the holidays group. Find a team now. Figure out how you're going to host that group in December and figure out the people you're going to host it with. And maybe for November, it can be like a prep for December group and getting people into that, and then, kind of moving them on into your December group. And I can share the layout for that as well. And then 6, simplifying your coach onboarding system, making it simple, because simple is duplicatable. Okay. The more simple you treat your business and the simpler you keep your business, that's how it becomes duplicatable for your coaches who are getting onboarded. Right. Okay. So that's it. Hopefully you guys had some takeaways from there that you can kind of implement the next week or so. Does anybody have any questions at all? Oh my gosh, was I talking really fast? Sorry, guys. Did you breathe? So the 10-day training that I have that I've made through Thinkific, you'll see on the bottom of this, it says you can also dive into our new coach course after you finish the videos, and it can be found here. Honestly, like those first 5 videos should take them like a day. So like I'm expecting them to kind of dive into the next training also. But getting them again focused on those first 5 videos, because that's where they're really going to take action. Yes, January is a huge month for coaches. Yeah, huge. Because it's when the programs launch as well. So we have like the new bar program that's launching. And that'll be freaking huge. And then I'm sure a lot of people will kind of like relaunch 6 weeks of the work in January as well. But you guys can do whatever you want for January. Like Leanna and I have been talking about doing a 21-day ultimate reset group. Like you choose what you want to do based on your interests. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to talk about Bar Blend and the new program that's launching. But again, do something that really speaks to you. Is the 21 days of giving layout open for any of us to use? Yeah, let me share the graphic right now. Again, just trying to make this easy for you guys. Oh wait, I'm not gonna let people edit it, but I'll share it. There you go. There's the link to the 21 days or the holiday group. Would you send this to new coaches signed up for the discount but are super skeptical about the business aspect of it? 100% yes. Because I know that there are coaches that I've signed up in the last 30 days. I had no idea that they had any intention of coaching, and they literally flew through those 5 videos because they're so simple and so easy. And then they literally message me and they're like, I'm ready to do a new coach or a one-on-one call to like discuss my goals. I was like, girl, you're a discount coach. Like, you want to coach? Like, sick. Like, I think I had, like even a couple emeralds the past couple months have popped, not from people who decided they want to be business builders, but like, I just always include that even in the discount, even if they sign up as like a discount coach or someone who just wants to utilize like the VIP membership, I still always put that in there. And I would say like 7-8 times out of 10, like they run through those videos, and we all know the best accountability is, being a coach and helping other people. So yeah, the onboarding steps. Yeah. I think that's what you're asking, Marissa. How do you get over yourself and fears of being very visible on social media? I'm kind of freaked out or worried about judgment. I was super worried at first, like about judgment and stuff too. But I think if you just come back to like your why and really what like we're representing as coaches, I think it's really hard to be worried about judgment. I always come back to my challenge groups and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm literally like helping people like change their lives. Like if people want to judge me on that, like they're not really my people, right? I mean, I could say something super tough love. I'm like, okay, well, they're not going to pay your bills if you want to make money with this business. Like, you can go for it. But at the same time, it's like, just be kind of like think about it. Like before I became a coach and I was on social media, like I wasn't really doing anything with it. It was just like a highlight reel. And I was like, why am I even here? And now it's like coaching equipped me to really make an impact and help people, right? Coaching equipped me to have a voice and like really make a difference. And so I just kind of like kept my focus there and focus on like how much good that this was doing. And from there I was like, how could I not share it? And like, what if my coach wasn't loud on social media? Like, what if she didn't show up? Like, my life would be totally different too. So asking those questions to yourself, I think, can help bring you back and help you not like overthink it. And honestly, like the first couple posts I shared, like people were very like encouraging to me. Like they were not judgmental. I didn't share like I am a Beachbody coach. I'm so excited to drink Shakeology for the rest of my life like that. So I shared, like I talked about how when I started as a coach, like My mom and I did the 21-day fix in my parents' hallway, and I didn't think that workouts were going to work. And I couldn't believe that I pressed play from home in 21 days. Like, I laid out all the skepticisms that I had, and that, like, I really think spoke to people, and they're like, wow, like, she has the same skepticisms as me. You know, she had the same, you know, assumptions as I do. She's literally talking to me. So if you can speak to that and really just be authentically like yourself and own that story, I don't think people can judge you. And then I think if they do judge you, they probably shouldn't be your friends. Practice over time helps. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the 5-second rule, like just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, post it. So key. When people are kind of rude about the business side, do you usually not respond? No, I just don't respond. No. Yeah. If anybody says anything like negative ever, which I really don't get because I don't put up with it and I don't talk about it, I just delete and then block them. I don't have time or energy to spend on people like that. The way you show up on social media can really make a positive impact on others, even if they don't become challengers. Knowing you're inspiring people to do better is really rewarding. Yes, I totally agree. I mean, I have people that are joining me just now after following me for like 3 years. And it's like, I've been inspiring and encouraging them for 3 years. And like, they've never took the step up until now. But, you know, you're still helping them. You're still encouraging them to show up. Oh yeah, Chris, I think I have that same girl who like posts on my stuff and I'm like, okay. New coach over here is feeling overwhelmed in the beginning. Normal. Of course it is. You own a business. Entrepreneurship can be stressful. But I think like at the same time, like it's only as overwhelming as you make it. Again, kind of like what I just said 5 minutes ago, like commit to your program and get other people to commit to a program. Like that's all we do, right? You can share your story on social media, you can show up on team calls, you can do all this stuff, but like just commit to your program and like lead by example. And if you do that, like people will naturally be interested in what you're doing. Oh my gosh, my brother and his girlfriend are doing T25 and they're on like, I think week 1 and they're in a group text message with Kev and I and they just shared their sweaty selfie with me. What if I share it with the whole team call? Okay, any other questions, you guys? Also, I've been coaching for 3.5 years, you guys, and my brother is 1 week into a fitness program. Don't give up on your family, okay? Sometimes it takes a while. Okay, yeah, you guys want to see it? Okay. Hold on. I'll share my screen. Don't tell them I shared it. I think they shared. Yeah, here we go. Okay, hopefully that made you guys laugh. Yeah, she's amazing. I love Emma. But yeah, just keep showing up, you guys. Like people are naturally going to judge you. People are naturally going to have like weird things to say. But again, it all comes back to like, this is fitness. We're trying to help people. Like I don't, you know, so just always sticking with that and just keeping your focus on that, I think will keep your mind clear and your vision very focused. Yeah, and if you're overwhelmed, just go watch those 5 videos. I swear to you guys, it makes it so simple and it'll equip you for success. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you tomorrow on Team Call. Bye. I'll get this recording up as soon as I can.